Hello guys, this is Lordaeron's Movies, and today I will be giving you the lore of Undercity, going through the history, the various changes over the years, and what the city is today. So, without further ado, let's get into the lore. Few thousand years ago, after the defeat of the trolls, the humans of Arator built a city by the name of Lordaeron. Initially, it was an industrial city, but later, as the industry moved south, it would become mainly an administrative center. After the Aratorian Empire started to crumble over the years, Lordaeron became a kingdom of its own, and the center of this new kingdom was the city they would simply call Capital City. For quite some time, it was a wonder of human architecture and it constantly grew, but its importance would emerge during the Second War of the Orc Invasion. The city was the center of the newly formed alliance, known as the Alliance of Lordaeron, and as it provided soldiers more than any other human kingdom, the Orcish horde was defeated. In the following years, they rebuilt and proved that no outside force could destroy Lordaeron, but unfortunately, its demise would come from within. Prince Arthas, after becoming corrupted, murdered his father right in the throne room of the city, and after that he unleashed the scourge that brought chaos and destruction, killing all of the defenders of Lordaeron, destroying everything Lordaeron once stood for. Shortly after, the ruins of the city were taken by the Dreadlords, but then Arthas took control of them again as he planned to use the city as his new base of operations, proclaiming himself as the new king of Lordaeron. Unexpectedly though, the Lich King summoned him to Northrend, which once again put Lordaeron in the hands of the Dreadlords. However, the Nathrezim reign was very short-lived as Gyarados and the remnants of Lordaeron united with Sylvanas and her Forsaken, and they together took over the city. Sylvanas then proceeded to betray Gyarados, killing him, and now allied with a defecting Dreadlord by the name of Varimatras, she took over the ruins and proclaimed it as her capital. The Forsaken weren't too interested in the rubble that was on the surface of the once mighty city, but instead they started expanding beneath the actual structure. This was ideal for them as Lordaeron was once filled with ancient crypts, catacombs, as well as dungeons and sewers that spanned deep beneath the capital. So, after some years of work and sacrifice, the Forsaken finally had a new home they would now call Undercity. Undercity is a city unlike no other on the entire world of Azeroth. It is a giant complex of underground structures that is filled with oozes, rivers of poisonous sludge, and an atmosphere that very much reflects the undead lifestyle. Eventually, the Forsaken had joined the Horde, but the smell of corpses and toxic fumes was very much a repellent for almost all of the living races. However, for the Forsaken, it was a much needed refuge and a home. Some years later, Sylvanas bitterly realized that her deal with Varimatras was foolish, as he was responsible for the betrayal at the Wrathgate and the rebel capture of Undercity. However, with the help of the Horde and the Alliance, both Varimatras and Putres, who was responsible for the Wrathgate, were defeated. This was the biggest incident in Undercity since its creation, and after things had settled down, the Warchief Troll sent a legion of Kor'kron guards to secure Undercity and make sure such a betrayal never happens again. Recently though, the Kor'kron guards have left, and one of the overseers, known as Kragosh, can be found mutilated in one of the cages in Undercity. It is still uncertain what this means and what will happen in the future, but so far it seems like Undercity, or just the Forsaken, will have quite a big role in Legion. Alright, and that is all I have for this video. Do leave your thoughts and suggestions, and don't forget to subscribe if you want to see more videos like this, and also like the video as it really helps out and keeps all the content going. Thanks a lot for taking the time out of your day to watch this video, and see you next time.